2025 World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. What are we looking at when it comes to the men's 100-meter dash? What are your prospects? What are your thoughts right there?
I'm actually going to come at it from a unique angle. We don't
Ooh.
know who is supposed to show up for America. Like, we know who the names are supposed to be. In theory, like, again, we sent the Avengers to this past Olympics, as I've been saying. Like, every man who was there, you had to be an Olympic medalist or you had
Yeah.
to be, a world champion. So, with all that being said, for Team USA, then let's start there. Who are the guys who make it out? Who made it this year was
Yeah,
Noah,
Noah,
Kenny,
Fred, and Kenny. Yep, in the 100 at least.
and Christian was left off at 4.
Well, actually, one good thing for the 2025 Worlds is Noah is the defending champion. So USA actually gets to send 4 people because he has the wild card to the
Okay.
World Championships. So that opens up an extra spot where if we assume Kenny and Fred make it again, then we can get a chance with
That's a
Christian
tough
Coleman.
assumption, though, man, because you just
I mean,
assumed them ahead of Christian.
I know. Assume
You just
the thing.
assumed them.
I know, I
Christian
did.
done beat Fred quite a bit lately.
I know. The thing is though, I'm looking at like Kenny B. I don't see him slowing down. I think he was just getting started, especially in the 100. He just getting started. He had his first healthy season last year in 2024, and he got, even though he got 7th place in the Olympics, he ran 9.88. So we're talking about quality. Fred Curley, he's coming off a bronze medal, and he ran 9.81 to get a bronze medal. Only second to Noah Lyles, who has the wild card. So it's going to be hard to have a couple guys beat him. And then Christian Coleman. Christian Coleman clearly is, yes, he got 4th at USA's, but I mean, not a lot of guys are beating him. Outside of that, you're looking at someone like, I guess Courtney Lindsay is one. You also have the high schooler Christian, well, no longer a high schooler, but Christian Miller. But I think there's a big drop off after Noah, Fred, Kenny, and Christian.
Okay, well, they're the Avengers for a reason because they have the hardware.
Yeah,
back it up.
exactly. Yeah,
That's the key. So they're not just getting this title because we like them.
yeah,
We showed up for years and have been guys who you had to go through us to get anything. I think Christian, I'm gonna say this, with the new coach, I'm just expecting Christian to be even better this year.
I agree.
I just don't. I'm assuming he made the switch, not just because he wanted to see a change, but because he saw what the change was going to be, and believed that it was going to be the necessary ingredient to take him over the hump. And again, that hump is Team USA. The hump is not whether he belongs in the Olympic final. It's, can he get out given the structure of what it takes to get out wearing red, white, and blue in the 100.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
remember, he was a Diamond League champion in the 100.
yeah,
Same year that, in 2023 where he didn't get a medal.
yeah. And he beat out Noah in that Diamond League final race.
Yeah,
Now,
so like
obviously, so yeah,
it is like, yeah, he beat the world champion a few weeks later to win that. So like I'm saying, you put it up there. But when you go back to that's, I'm like, you said there's a huge drop off. I mean, the drop off is, let's be honest about what that drop off actually is. Then, is it the clock or is it consistency? On the clock, let's just go through the names then. So you got, we're going off of memory. Okay, you got Brandon Hicklin. You've got PJ Austin.
PJ Austin. You have Courtney Lindsay, Christian Miller.
Okay, JT Smith.
JT Smith.
And he's interestingly enough running unattached. But he made it to the Olympic trials final unattached.
Made it to the trials final. You have Kendall Williams. He's also in the final.
Kendall Williams he's a USA finalist. That's what he is. It's almost like he got a contract to be in that final, if you ask me. It don't matter what USA he in.
I know he's always in the
60 or the
final.
100. He about to be in that final, but not win.
Shout out to, he was actually 2014 World Junior Champion, I think. So
to go back to the gout count thing.
I know.
Yes. And I gotta say this. I don't care. I'm gonna say this part. Kendall Williams, when he won World Juniors, the year he did it, Trayvon was there.
He beat out Trayvon.
And that's Trayvon Bromell, the NCAA champion as a freshman, who said, I'm going to World Juniors to run, and then loses to Kendall. So for all the people who project out what somebody's going to do, I just put that in perspective of like, if you were going off of that evidence, it would seem logical. Oh, this guy is the next.
Yeah.
And here we are, a decade later, and he's a USA finalist.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Never made Team USA yet. Not for a major world championship.
Yeah.
But indoors or out.
Yeah.
But all that being said, yeah. So you're right. There's still a drop off, but that doesn't mean that next season. But I'm gonna throw this name in there. I mean, again, you got how much stock do you put in athletes who've shown it in the past? Because like the fact that Ronnie Baker made an Olympic final, what that tells me is you can't count him out.
Yeah,
and that's why I go back.
True.
When you look down the list, it's like yes, the Avengers are up there. I guess let me play it this way, because we're finishing the USA thing as we get to the rest of the world. Because when we pick our 3 guys, we're going to bring them to the world. So for USA, it's so hard to do it where I'll just say, assuming everybody's at their best, does anybody take them out? And
No, okay. I mean, yeah.
Do we think anybody has a trajectory that takes them above the Avengers?
A trajectory? I mean,
like,
maybe.
Is anybody supposed to do something next year that's going to be better than what the Avengers are at their best? Like,
I think
the Coleman doing Christian Coleman things.
Well, no, because on paper it's Christian Coleman. Let's hypothetically say at their
Diamond
best,
League champion Christian Coleman shows up to that race.
Then, like, he would win in theory. I mean, it'd be Christian Coleman, Fred Curley running 9.7 if they're at their best. Then you have Kenny B. And then you'd have, that's why I think to your point of like, maybe it's not necessarily about time, right? Anyone can run 9.8 something, but they do it so frequently against the best in the world that it's hard to bet against them when it's against the United States, because they're competing against everyone else already, right? They've shown that they can. So no, but I would say, in my opinion, I would say 2 people that like I could see on a very positive trajectory would be Christian Miller. I don't know if he's going to get to like that low yet. And I can also see Courtney Lindsay. Courtney Lindsay, I think, has that potential where he's like, I think this was his first year out of his first professional year. And I think he has still more growth. But I honestly don't see anyone. I don't know. I can't pick anyone. Maybe Kevon Charleston, he's been injured, but I don't know where he's at right now in terms of like his health.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't. I mean, it's hard with him because we saw that. And to be honest, he really had an amazing outdoor season that year.
He did.
For like what his meets were on the schedule, till he got to USA's and did it, and then it's like as soon as he showed up, it's almost like that USA was the last time we noticed him because he wasn't healthy going into the actual World Championships. And
he got injured.
Clearly wasn't healthy this year because he wasn't really able to run throughout the season. So, okay, so hey, we didn't come up with a wild card as much as I wanted, hey, all these never supposed to be this fast guys. That's what I call them, the crew. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in y'all. I just don't believe in y'all more than the Avengers. Yeah. I'm sorry.
And I also will.
Wrong.
True. I also do want to say, I know we were talking about him before, but like someone like Trayvon Bromell, he could also pop back out.
He's a fringe Avenger.
Exactly. But
like he just got to show up and be Trayvon.
Exactly. But we just don't know his health. So it's like we can't even say anything right now.
All these, like, again, there are other names America put up on podiums.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
We're that deep. But like that's why I was like, man, this is wild when you say back Trayvon, Marvin Bracy, Ronnie Baker. Those are all world championship medalists or Olympic finalists.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, we got names.
That's the thing. My name is Anderson from The Final Leg.
And I'm Coach Rob from SCA Track and Field. And thank you for watching this segment from The Finish Line.
If you want to know what's really going on at the high school and college level, be sure to subscribe to Coach Rob Track and Field.
And if you want more content on the best track and field athletes in the world, be sure to subscribe to The Final Leg.